What's good, YouTube? What's good? First off, I want to give my condolences to young Dolph and the family. You know, RP that guy. I first got up on him. He was one of the first rappers out of Memphis that I listened to. Uh, that I gravitated hard to, I should say, because I believe Yo Gotti was the first rapper when I was like up on Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane them all came out with that Fast Star Check with them and Nicki Minaj and whatever. So that's the first time I listened to Yo Gotti and a couple other his songs, but it's not too many I can say. But I fought with him, you feel me? But I gravitated more towards Young Dolph because I paid attention to him more. I don't know, just something about him, more the accent, stand up nigga, you feel me? And he was just that. And I was on Black Youngster for a little minute. I don't know, bro. It's hard to say. Like I just wasn't liking they beef they had going on. You feel me? How Young Dolph made it, it seemed like it was a lot about a female. You feel me? But it could have been jealousy from both sides or whatever you want to call it. But y'all all getting money, so it is what it is at this point. You feel me? So RP Young Dolph, everybody in Memphis, keep doing y'all shit. You feel me? Keep grinding, whatever. But today we got the video, the footage actually came out. The Memphis PD actually released the footage of Young Dolph murder and whatever, and it's crazy. So I saw a snippet of it, but I'm gonna watch more and listen to the courtroom audio and some of the video with y'all. So let's give our opinions, let's give our facts, and let's see what they talking about. Let's do it.
First guy out of the car, who's that?
It's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab one.
Okay, that's that semi.
So I'm guessing, I don't know any lawyer's name, whatever. I don't care about none of that. You feel me? But I'm guessing the guy who everybody clowning right now is the guy Cornelius and whatever. So supposedly he's supposed to have been the first guy who hopped out. I guess it's that guy right here that you see, or whatever, the first one that had a part of taking Dolph's life. So let's keep going.
Automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
I ain't never shot one of them.
Okay.
A beloved rapper was gunned down in broad daylight during an ambush nearly 3 years ago. Now, one of the rapper's alleged killers faced trial for his shocking murder. On November 17th of 2021, Adolph Thornton Jr., better known by his stage name Young Dolph, was visiting a Memphis bakery that he reportedly loved visiting when he was home. While there, two gunmen in a white Mercedes-Benz ambushed him, shooting him several times, killing him. An autopsy reportedly revealed Young Dolph sustained more than 20 gunshot wounds, some of the bullets hitting Young Dolph in the head and back. Young Dolph was a beloved fixture in Memphis, many noting he wasn't just a great rapper, but
First off, let me say this. Don't play with me. Play with your young nigga on some multi-million-dollar shit. You feel me?
also was one to always give back to his community. His murder left the city and rap fans in shock and disbelief. Some city officials even expressed fear the shooting would prompt retaliation and plague the city with more violence. After the shooting, many questions lingered as to who could have done this. Not uncommon in the rap game, Young Dolph did have feuds with other rappers, including Memphis rappers Yo Gotti and Black Youngsta. A few years before his horrific death, in 2016, Young Dolph released his debut album, King of Memphis, which Gotti and Black Youngsta took offense to. It led the latter to leading an armed group attempting to find Young Dolph in Memphis. Then the following year, Dolph released a diss track against Yo Gotti, and after shooting the music video for the song, his car was shot up, but in that incident, no one was hurt. After that shooting, Black Youngsta and two other men were arrested, but the charges were dropped due to insufficient evidence. Then a few months later, in September of 2017, Young Dolph was shot multiple times outside a store in Los Angeles. Yo Gotti was named as a person of interest in that shooting.
It was kind of store, but I guess it was the Lennox Mall, whatever you want to call it, and inside California or whatever.
shooting, but was later cleared. So when young Dolph was murdered in 2021, some rap fans theorized he may have had something to do with the shooting. But on January 5th of 2022, police ID'd one of the suspects responsible for Dolph's murder, one being a then 23-year-old Justin Johnson, who was ultimately charged with first-degree murder.
And you know what's so funny about this guy? If you go back and look at what's the guy name? Either Key Money, if I'm excuse me if I ain't saying his name right, but I think that's right. If you go back and look at either one of Key Money or Key Glock, it's probably was Key Glock music videos, this guy used to mess with PRE, you feel me? So that just a wake-up call to watch everybody that you hang around, you feel me? That go for the niggas who leeching, the niggas who watching niggas pockets, probably side-eyeing niggas who always got something negative to say. That pretty much was this nigga, so that's why he found his own lane and went over there and fuck around and allegedly fuck with CMG, you feel me? So that's it is what it is, bro.
His half-brother Jamarcus Johnson pleaded guilty to 3 counts of being an accessory after the fact, allowing him to avoid trial, but he could testify against the other murder suspects. Another man, Cornelius Smith Jr., was also charged with first-degree murder and pleaded not guilty. And Hernandez Govan was also arrested in connection to the rapper's death. He's alleged to be the mastermind behind the shooting. But the first suspect to go to trial was Justin Johnson. During the prosecution's opening statement, they painted the murder to be a well-orchestrated and sinister plot. The state started off with showing jurors the chilling,
well-organized signature plot, whatever they want to call it, man. Them niggas caught. I don't wish jail on nobody, you feel me? But it's like it be so crazy, bro, cause it's nobody winning in this that got anything. Everybody who got something to do with this shit behind Dolph losing his life, nobody winning, including Dolph. He gone. Everybody else who they claiming has something to do with it, they ass in jail, bro, or dead. You feel me? So it's crazy, bro. At the end of the day, it's like real life crazy. So that's just a wake-up call for everybody. Before you go out and do something, if you gonna do it right. Don't take nobody who got a side mind or something, and stop chasing that shit after you do what you do. You feel me? It's bad enough like you already, like, say, fam, let me give an example. I'm gonna do the straight drop example. So say, fam, if you want to be a rapper, right, and you was hanging with a certain people camp, you was hanging with somebody camp and whatever the situation turned out to be, it ain't work out, long story short. So it ain't work out, so you went and fuck with the ops, you feel me? So now you got the biggest out the way, and now you sitting up here fighting for your life to try to see freedom, you feel me? So just think about what you do. Just if you're gonna do some messed up shit, bro, just make sure you do it right, bro, and make sure you got a good meaning behind doing it. That nigga Dolph probably ain't never did nothing to neither one of them niggas, folks. Niggas just be thinking about that bread, you feel me? Niggas just be thinking about that bread. Gang, no lie. I just lost 64K, me and my lady. You don't see me going around this bitch tying a nigga head up, folk. No lie, on my dead homie, we just lost 64K, gang. I ain't going around this bitch tying no nigga head up for that shit, bro. That shit ain't about shit, gang. That shit money not more important than your freedom, bro. More important than your life, gang. More important than another person's life. If you gon' take a person's life, let it have a real meaning about it. Let that shit be really between you and that person. Don't go out trying to get it back, collect the bag from another person who got a problem with that person, and you and that person ain't really got no problems. Straight Drops probably had problems with the younger niggas, not Dolph. He probably had problems with like Key Money, them, Key Glock and all them. You feel me? His issues probably was with them, and he just knew Dolph was affiliated with it, and he was the muscle behind that shit. So he agreed to do what he did. You feel me? That shit be crazy, bro. Watch snakes, bro. Watch snakes.
Surveillance video from outside Makita's Cookies, where young Dolph was murdered. The video shows the rapper alongside his brother pulling up and going inside the bakery, seemingly unaware they were being followed at that particular moment. Then about 30 seconds later, a masked gunman jumps out of the passenger side of the car and runs toward the store.
It's a stolen car that our defendant here, Justin Johnson, traded for one car for another at a gas station about 10 hours before this murder happened. This man got out of the passenger side of the white Mercedes. Doors still open. We saw him run to the parking lot. He's here with a large semi-automatic weapon. He's in a hoodie, he's got sweatpants, and he's got white shoes. We'll see a second man come out of the car too. Those two men that we're going to see come out of the car, they're going to gun Dolph down. He's inside the business. He has walked over to sort of where the bathrooms are in the business. He's as close as I am to y'all. There's the window, and he's getting shot through the window. Both of these men will shoot. This one in particular, it looks like he's never shot this type of gun before. It's because he probably hadn't. The second man out of the car who's driving is our defendant, Justin Johnson. This is Dolph here. Remember, he was wearing the yellow. This is Marcus. Remember, I told you he had a...
Bro, they right here, and his gun is out of ammo, bro. You know who gonna have the biggest effect other than Dolph kids and his wife, his lady? This guy. Cause he see these guys, his brother, they claim. He see these guys, he down there like, I got both of these niggas back turned. I could have fired both of these niggas down, but I ain't got no fucking bullets. But I ain't got no fucking bullets in my gun, bro. And then I think in Illinois, you only allowed to have like 15 shells in your weapon. Like, bro, sometimes that be enough. Sometime in this type of case, it's not, bro. Even though they not in Illinois, but this like, bro, if you legit and you could have a firearm, bro, you should be able to have whatever type of capacity you able to have, bro, for that type of firearm, bro. That's something y'all need to work on. This man could have protected his cousin way more. He down there let off all his shells inside the cookie shop when he first... Damn, Dolph right here. I didn't even peep that. Dolph right here. Damn, man. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. This nigga out of ammo and shit. He just looking at the nigga, still chasing. That's how you know he want them bad. He don't give a fuck about his life right now. These niggas down there still got shells in their weapon. Now they running for they like tripping and falling and all this clown shit, bro.
A gun. He tries to return fire as these two men quickly shoot Dolph. Dolph's body's riddled with bullets. He shot all in the back, in the face, in the neck, in his arms. The first man out was Cornelius Smith, and he has that semi-automatic weapon shooting wildly into Dolph. The second man out was Justin Johnson, who has a handgun who's firing at Dolph as he lays on the ground.
According to the state, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith didn't even know each other that well, and what brought them together was Hernandez Govan, better known on the streets as Quet.
See, that's right there, prime example. That's what niggas fuck up at. Even if they knew each other and they just told the DA or whoever, like I don't know that guy. We just end up somebody introduced us to each other and we end up doing this together. Sometimes it be like that, bro. I ain't gonna speak on shit in like the past on my end, but sometimes it be like that, bro. But when it comes to shit like this, gang, I'm not doing nothing with nobody who I don't know. I don't give a fuck if I knew this dude right here for 15, 20 years. You not connecting me with no other nigga to take somebody else's life who I don't know. Now look what happened. This nigga done turned the tables and telling in court. It's not happening, bro. Hell no. I'm still skeptical about my 15, 20 year niggas, folk. I'm still wondering if niggas will blow for me and do all this crazy shit. You feel me? Hell no, bro. I'm not hanging with no new niggas on no demon type of time, bro. Hell no.
And in a courtroom shocker, the state alleges a man named Big Jook, who is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti, had a hit out for young Dolph for $100,000. Big Jook, whose real name is Anthony Mims, was considered a leader at his brother's record label. He was gunned down in January of this year, but he would be a focal point in the prosecution's case.
That, my bad for steady pause, but I gotta let y'all know the facts. That's how you know these niggas broke. That's how you know these niggas broke. These niggas putting hit out on 20 plus million niggas head, folk. Dolph was worth 20 plus million, bro. You niggas done set up here and put 100K on this nigga head, boy. There's no way I would have took no 100K, boy. Your ass would have had to pay me an M. You would have had to pay me an M or better, bro. You would have had to pay me an M or better. But me knowing the type of nigga Dolph is, that shit ain't happening, bro. A nigga can't pay, first off, a nigga can't pay me to put a hit on nobody. Let's get that point blank. A nigga can't pay me to get a nigga out the way at all. I'm just that type of nigga, you feel me? Like, if I got a problem with that nigga, I'ma handle whatever I gotta handle myself. I don't need you to tell me what to do, dude. You ain't my big dog. You not my big dog. I don't got no big dog, you feel me? Cause you do fucked up shit just like I do fucked up shit, bro. We all bleed the same. Certain niggas got more money than other niggas. Okay, so what? Like I said, we all bleed. You feel me? We all human. There's no way I'm accepting 100,000 to get a nigga out the way that's worth 20 million, bro. That shit over with. Now this nigga sitting in court with his lips poked out and shit, looking goofy.
Business is not just rap. Because Big Jook, person I told you about before, the number 2 guy at CMG, he's put out a hit. A hit. $100,000 to whoever kills Dolph. He has met with Justin. He has met with Cornelius. And they think they're ready to do it. They're definitely willing to do it. For Cornelius, it would be 50 grand, I guess, that he could waste away on Percocets and ecstasy. For Justin, it's 50 grand, but also a chance to make it big with CMG. But not professional hitmen. Not even monsters. I'm not going to call anybody a monster. This is just business for these two. Money for Cornelius, money in rap fame for Justin Johnson.
According to the prosecutor, the alleged killers tried to cover their tracks. They used a stolen car, wiped it down and ditched it. They wore gloves to not leave fingerprints and got rid of the guns used in the murder. But one thing they didn't account for was surveillance cameras. When it came to the defense side in their opening statement, Johnson's attorney said his client is innocent.
You heard a little bit about Govan, and I anticipate you'll get to hear from Govan in this case. You already heard you're going to be hearing from Mr. Smith. You know, and Mr. Hagerman talked about Mr. Govan and said he liked to, you know, get an interest in young rappers, right? He liked to exploit. He liked to exploit young rappers. Like Mr. Johnson. What you're going to hear is, as the process goes on, is the idea is that he's going to sign with CMG. Mr. Johnson is. But there comes a point in the road where what Mr. Govan wants, which is a meal ticket, the payday, and what Mr. Johnson wants, differ. And you're going to hear about how they take this trip to Atlanta. And the whole idea is that they're going to go to Atlanta, and this is Mr. Govan's chance. He's got another guy he's going to bring in to help sell the management contract, which is going to give him this massive piece of this young up-and-coming artist. And you're going to hear, this is about September of 21. This is right before November. And you're going to hear that they go to Atlanta to meet Jook, who is one of the higher-ups at CMG. Right? They go to Atlanta, and while in Atlanta, Mr. Johnson decides, I'm not going to go your way. I'm not going to go your way, Govan. I'm not going into business with you. I'm going to do it without you. And at that moment, I anticipate you're going to hear Mr. Govan say he was really mad. He felt some kind of way about the fact that he had, in his mind, his perception was he had done all this to help this up-and-coming star, and now he was going to be left to the wayside, and he wasn't going to get a piece. And he's so angry that he leaves Mr. Johnson in Atlanta. Leaves him there. Mr. Johnson has to find another way home. When you hear witnesses like Govan testify, why is he saying what he's saying? What's he getting at? He's getting something, and you're going to hear it. He's got a vested interest in making sure that he saves his own hide and takes this young rapper, this young man, off the board, since he wasn't going to go with him in the first place, since he abandoned him and decided not to share any of his money going forward.
The first witness called to the stand was young Dolph's sister, who elected not to be on camera, but testified the two had a close relationship.
When was the last time you saw your brother?
The last time that I saw my brother was in September, right before Labor Day. So 2 months before he was murdered.
Okay. And you did find out that something had happened to him?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know of any funeral service of Mr. Thornton's?
Yes, I planned it.
Okay. And did you attend?
Yes.
Okay. My final question, do you miss your brother?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Her testimony was brief, and the defense chose to not cross-examine her. So next on the stand was Raul Hopkins, aka Blue, young Dolph's longtime friend and security manager, who also elected not to be on camera for his testimony. The prosecution says Dolph's murder happened because of the tension between his record label Paper Route Empire and Yo Gotti's Cocaine Music Group, or CMG, which Hopkins said the feuds escalated to violence.
Are you familiar with the name Jook or Big Jook?
Yes, sir.
And is that person, to your knowledge, affiliated or part of the leadership of CMG?
To my knowledge, yes, sir.
In his rap songs, did he call out CMG and those artists?
Yes, sir.
In those rap songs, in fact, did he call out Big Jook?
Yes, sir.
Did he say insulting things about Big Jook?
Yes, sir.
Through the years, has that translated into some violence directed against Dolph?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned 2 incidents. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
To be clear, these are incidents that happened in the past. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, who's on trial now, was not part of them.
No, sir.
Tell me quickly about those 2 incidents.
1 and 15, we was in Charlotte.
What happened in Charlotte?
We just came to the hotel. We was in the Sprinter
van?
Sprinter van, yes, sir. We was sitting there for about 15, 20 minutes. We ran upstairs. Once we got upstairs and got in the room, 2 more people ran up and said they just shot a by Sprinter.
Bullet holes?
Bullet holes.
A lot of them?
Yes, sir.
Did Dolph end up even rapping about it?
Yes, sir.
An act of CMG violence.
Yes, sir.
What was the other incident?
The other incident happened in California when he actually got shot
Dolph got shot.
in California.
Perpetrators affiliated with CMG.
Yes, sir.
Next on the stand would be a key witness with inside knowledge into the beloved rapper's murder.
We cover a lot of horrific and tragic stories here at Law and Crime, but what keeps us bringing you these types of stories is in part due to our great sponsors. And for all the business owners and those who are interested in starting a business or even a side hustle, listen up, because I'm going to introduce you to a great platform, and that's Odoo. Odoo is a free all-in-one business management software that provides you with a range of applications that helps with the day-to-day of owning a business. One of my personal favorite Odoo applications is their customer relations or CRM app. With this application, you can easily create quotations to send sales orders to clients in just a few.
Customers were instructed not to show his face due to security concerns in the jail. During openings, the defense cautioned jurors not to believe what Smith had to say, but Smith himself said on the stand he wasn't offered any type of deal for his testimony.
Have I told you that it's very important, though, for you?
So, you want to offer no type of deal, but you running your motherfucking mouth. Did you think you finna get back home to your daughter, bro? You really think you just committed the biggest, probably not the biggest, I don't know Memphis murder history, but one of the biggest rappers that come out of Memphis? You think you finna go home after committing the biggest murder in Memphis, bro? You didn't tell them people to give you, to try to reduce your sentence or anything. You feel me? You just tell it. Your choice.
Tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
I told you it's important to tell the truth because I said so,
Yes, sir.
and because the judge will evaluate whether or not you told the truth.
Right.
And have I told you it's in your best interest to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
Are you here to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
I want to skip forward. Okay? We're going to go back to everything. But I want to skip forward. Tell me about the day that you were arrested for this case.
It was my daughter's birthday, actually, and I was out. I had took her some cake and ice cream to school for her birthday, and the U.S. Marshals they were trailing me the whole time. I didn't know that they were trailing me because I had saw Goban the day before, and he was telling me that, police was on to us or whatever, and he asked me when the last time I spoke to Justin, and he was saying, I was like, it been a minute. So he was like, they just ran in Justin's spot the night before, and he said that they been shooting at him, and that I need to get rid of my phone because they own us. And the next day, I was locked up. Like,
Police,
locked up.
police captured you? Police captured you that day?
Next day.
Did they get your phone that day from you?
They ain't get it from me. I left it with my children's mother. Whatever.
They get your phone from your children's mother?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't throw it away like Govan told you to?
Nah, I ain't threw it away. I gave it to her. Oh.
Now, when the police first arrest you, I mean at the very start, do you say, hey, I want to tell you the truth about this whole thing?
Nah. I ain't never did it.
At some point after you're arrested, did you decide to tell the truth?
Yeah, once I came to my senses and Justin had wrote me a kite. Somebody. See, Justin.
So let me tell you, when you hear another lawyer speak up and object, that means you stop talking. Okay? And then you'll be instructed to either move on or to another question. Okay?
And I think some the objection is going to be is hearsay. So let me try to get you. Let's try to back up, okay? So you said after you arrested, you came to your senses. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you say that Justin, is that the defendant in this case?
Yes, sir.
Had written you something that you called
a kite.
A kite? Okay. Without saying what was in that kite, and that's a letter, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Without saying in that letter, after you received that letter, did you decide to tell the truth?
Right.
And what did you do once you decided to tell the truth?
I had spoke with my lawyer.
And thereafter, have you met a few times with detectives?
Yeah. Let me go back. So he say that Justin dude had wrote him a kite or whatever. So it is a letter or whatever. So he probably told him like keep your mouth closed or they gonna kill us, this and that, or you ain't gonna, probably threatened his family or anything like that. Something crazy, you feel me, to make this man turn on him, or they probably like, or I don't know, bro. There's no telling what he said, but most times when somebody betray a person, it's a betrayal for a betrayal. You feel me? So he probably sent them some threatening type shit, like they gonna get rid of this person, that person, or whatever, and he wasn't feeling that, so he like, fuck it, I'm finna take everybody off the street or just put it out there, and a lot of people finna pass away or whatever the case may be. There's no telling what that kite said, you feel me, due to them not wanting to make the statement, wanting him to make the statement in court. So I kind of get an idea. Only thing you gotta do is read between the lines, and we gon' hear more. Let's do it.
Yes.
And have you met, we count, there's 2 minutes right back here, I guess 3 or 4 times with me, is that correct?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say you did that because you realized you had been caught?
Yeah, I've been caught and I got a conscience too. Now they don't know where my senses. Yeah, I got a conscience.
Prosecutor Paul Hagerman replayed the security footage from outside Makita's Cookies, and Smith, while on the stand, made another shocking admission.
That's the day that we had saw young Dolph and them pulling in Makita's.
All right, so whose car is that?
That's young Dolph's car.
All right, and you say we, who saw this car?
Me and Justin.
Well, let's back up then and tell me how you know Justin.
Through Govan.
All right, and who is Govan?
Ananda Govan Quick. We know him by Quick.
Okay, who is Quet?
Associate.
How is it that you met Justin through Quet?
Just, like, being around, basically. Being around.
Would Justin be around Quet too?
Yeah, he'll be around Quick.
Do you know why Justin would be around Quet?
They look at each other like brothers, brothers,
Okay.
and then just rap or whatever.
All right, you knew Justin to be a rapper?
Yeah,
Did you know his rap name?
straight drop.
And did you know Quet to be involved in, I guess, the rap business or something?
Called himself.
Okay.
Called himself.
What sort of would he call himself as far as being in the business?
I guess a negotiator. I don't know.
A negotiator?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for a straight drop?
I guess trying to get him a deal.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Oh, Big Juke and them got in him.
All right. You said Big Jook, is that correct?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the music label CMG?
Yeah.
Is that Big Jokes?
Yeah, Big Juke and them.
And his brother, right?
Yeah.
His brother's Gotti, is that correct?
Yeah.
So how did you get to be with Justin Johnson this day on November 17th, 2021?
We knew that, you know, they had heat on Dolph and them head or whatever, so.
Who had a hit on whose head?
Hey, bro, just imagine like you and your homie just did something terrible, bro. Just imagine you and your homie just took somebody's life and whatever. Y'all get caught and you solid. You know you solid. But your homie on the other hand, he played solid. That's why you chose to go do what you did with him and whatever. And y'all get caught. And now you sitting across the room and your homie like this. You feel me? Just like imagine that type of shit. And all you could like, I could be like, this fuck nigga, fuck this fuck dude. Whoa, what the fuck? You feel me? I don't care if I'm in court or whatever. Me and that guy won't be able to be. Me and him won't be able to be in the same room, bro. They'll have to discuss this case in the same day, but we won't be able to be in the same room, bro. Cause every time I'm gonna try to attempt to he lying, you feel me? And while I'm saying he lying, I'm gonna be trying to attack that dude. You feel me? It just make me seem like it might make me seem like I'm too defensive, like I'm hiding some, or it might make motherfuckers saying like, oh, he trying to plot on him for whatever reason you feel me, like whatever reason they got going on. But I wouldn't be able to sit across. Ain't no police, ain't no law, or none of that stopping me from attacking a person. I don't care. That's me. Ain't none of that stopping me from attacking a person, bro. Especially if my life is in your hands right now. Just like they life is in the judge after the jury, and then the judge make the final decision. Right now, my life is in you. My life is in your hand right now because you sitting here testifying, telling these people what we did, allegedly. You feel me? I can't go, bro.
Big Juke had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so.
How do you know that Big Jook had a hit on Dolph's head?
I could quit had told me about it, quit, and you know what I'm saying, being just.
How much money was it supposed to be?
$100,000 on Dolph head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
We all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit $10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him were going to give Govan $10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Smith admitted to only knowing Justin for a few months prior to the shooting and admitted the two followed young Dolph after spotting his car in Memphis.
That's even worse. That's even worse than what I said like 5 minutes ago. You feel me? Once again, you got a dude who worth over 20 million. Y'all trying to take this stand-up dude life for 40,000, gang. For 40,000. Sad. It's very sad, bro, because it's like, for what? For what? Nobody wins in this case, bro. It's just a lot of hurt. It's just a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointment, a lot of neglect, a lot of why the fuck did I bring you around in the first place? You feel me? It's like, it's crazy.
On the day of his murder.
Say y'all.
Yeah, that's us right there.
Stop it here. First guy out of the car, who's that?
That's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab gun.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for $160,000. If you're looking to get money you're owed for an injury, I want you to imagine you and your family getting that money because...
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
Nah, I ain't never shot one of them.
Okay. You can proceed, Artis.
Neutral one of them, huh? Let's see if we can handle that bitch. Hopefully they short.
That's your Gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, who you shooting at?
Young Dolph.
All right, now.
Spotting his car in Memphis on the day of his murder.
Say y'all.
Yeah, that's us right there.
Stop it here. First guy out of the car, who's that?
That's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stab gun.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
Nah, I ain't never shot one of them.
Okay. You can proceed, Artis. That's your Gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, who you shooting at?
Bro, this nigga can't even handle that motherfucker, bro. He can't even handle that bit. That bit. You a swear this nigga was a kid in need. You feel me? You a swear that nigga needs special attention, bro. Then look how he blowing this motherfucker, bro.
I ain't never shot one of them.
You could tell he telling the truth too. Yeah, I'm neutral, one of them. That's how niggas talk when man, what?
Okay. You can proceed, Artis. That's your Gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you, who you shooting at?
Young Dolph.
All right, now back it up again, Miss Iris, if you would. Back it up for Justin getting out of the car.
The cousin, brother, friend, whatever, he could have did it. He could have finished him right there, boy. We wouldn't even going through all this. And what is you going back to the car for, bro? What is you going back to the car for, bro? If you got more in there, bro, you should have brought that bitch out. You should have brought that out. What is he going to the car for, bro?
All right, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
It's just
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
yeah, bad baseball hat, bad pro baseball hat.
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I wasn't feeling nothing at the time, but I ain't gonna even lie. I wasn't feeling nothing at the time. I was just, trying to get some money.
Smith testified at the time he didn't notice young Dolph's brother firing back at them until he was struck by bullets in his shoulder and his leg. After fleeing from the scene, Smith said they ditched the car and were picked up in an expedition where Justin Johnson FaceTimed Big Jook to let him know they were responsible for the hit on young Dolph.
You said somebody spelled out Dolph. Who spelled out Dolph?
Just spelled out Dolph.
When you say spelled out Dolph, what do you mean?
Like the sign language.
With
Jailhouse sign language.
Like this would be an O?
Nah, yeah, I think I don't know how to do it, but
Okay.
something like that.
All right, so there was some signing and y'all just took care of Dolph. Who's that? Short call, long call?
It was short.
Driver just got out. Who's that?
It's me.
You got your shirt all messed up, don't you?
Yeah.
Why is that
I'm bleeding. I'm shot.
in the shoulder?
Yeah.
Go, and we saw somebody get out of the passenger side, is that right?
Yeah, it's just
All right, you can play a little further. Gray sweatpants, black hoodie, and that hat we saw is Justin, is that correct?
correct.
But under cross-examination, Johnson's attorney hammered Smith about his recollection.
You started out with a different lawyer and you ended up with the lawyer you have now, right?
No, sir. No, sir. He was never hired.
Okay, well, he got paid.
No, he did not get paid.
He didn't get paid?
No,
He didn't get $50,000?
He did not. He ain't signed my jacket saying he represented.
That's not what I'm asking
I
you.
just talked to him.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Right. You asked me.
He got $50,000.
Said I had a
Oh, wait a
different lawyer. So
Hold on just a second. Ask your question, wait for the response.
you can.
The original lawyer in your case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much he got. I don't know. I
Okay.
can't say.
All right. And you knew that, just we're all clear here, that money came from CMG. Right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly who, but yo,
All right. So you talked today, you got paid for what you just testified to, didn't you?
after I was locked up,
You got paid,
my
right?
lawyer was paid. Lawyer,
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get it in my hand. Correct. I don't know how much it was, but correct, my lawyer got paid.
Okay. And there's no question that that money,
This crazy is getting more bumpier and bumpier like a speed bump, bro. He didn't even get a chance to see that money, bro. He done set up here and took this man that money that he supposed to get went straight to a lawyer. Straight to a lawyer. You ain't see a damn dime. You can't do shit for your daughter, boy. You a sent off. In Chicago, we call you a crash out, a flunky, a goofy. We smack niggas like you.
was for services rendered. Killing Dolph.
I forgot one thing. We sent your kind to the store to get backwoods, get squishes, get us some noun laters. You feel me? Get us a few Jolly Ranchers to mix with our lean. Go get me some chips with cheese. You feel me? Go grab me a white or a black t-shirt. You that kind.
You took it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did your conscience bother you?
Come on.
Your conscience.
After I came to my senses, yeah.
Did you say, I can't have that money? I can't use that money because you still got a lawyer here.
Nah, I ain't say that.
You took the money.
Yeah, I took the money. I got the money.
Your conscience wasn't bothering you that bad, right? You said your conscience started bothering you, but not bad enough not to take the money for the job you did.
Well, I had already did it, so might as well. You know, I got a conscience still after I came to my senses.
Right. Okay. So, you didn't think, man, I really shouldn't be able to keep money for killing somebody.
I didn't think like that.
Okay. Now, at the end of this, you said, you're direct. You said something about, you saw a picture of the person, you said Mr. Johnson with a suitcase. And you said he was there with his money getting out of town.
Right.
To be clear, you don't have any direct knowledge of Justin Johnson getting a dime for this, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. You said you had a change of heart and your conscience started getting to you. You wanted to tell the truth. When did that happen?
Like a couple months after I sobered all the way up, while I was in jail, I sobered all the way up. I ain't in my senses like it was wrong.
Okay. So you got December is when you go to jail. December 9th.
Yeah, December 9th.
So a couple of months from then, you sober up. That's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying.
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a
I'm
letter
saying what automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take the juke, and quit down with me.
Okay. So, Mr. Justin, you're
Made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take the juke, and quit down with me.
okay. So, Mr. Justin, you're saying Mr. Johnson sent you something saying he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Nah, he didn't say he didn't do it then. He said, cut him loose and take juke and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean tell the truth?
Nah,
because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he's saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
Cut him loose, let him go.
Okay.
And tell them to quit and him change clothes and quit with me instead of him.
Oh, okay. So that might be the letter that he was saying. That's why he like, hell no. You feel me? That might be the letter he was talking about. So he basically, once the police start, because keep in mind, they say the Govan dude told Justin like the police own to us this and that. You feel me? So that's when Justin wrote Cornelius a letter, I should say. Wrote him a letter and saying basically take Quick and Juke down and tell them I wasn't with them. So tell them Quick was on a hit or Juke was on a hit with me. You feel me? Juke would have beat that regardless because he a heavy set guy. You feel me? And neither one of them guys was kind of heavy set. Justin looked like he a little stocky, cocky type motherfucker, but Juke he got a belly, so he would have beat that regardless. You feel me? But that's what the letter was about.
Okay. Let me ask you this: did you get it directly from Justin Johnson? This kite you're talking about?
You know, we got rock me and still, but we were talking through the vent. I was in E part, he was in E part. We were talking through the vent.
Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson?
Nah.
Did you see him write
it? Did I get it? He said, did you get that? Did you get that kite?
Did you see him write it?
Nah, I ain't see him right. I mean, another part.
Right, you can't even see him.
He asked me, did I get that kite?
Okay.
He sent me more than one. He sent another one and said he got 7K. I could take that. I'll leave.
Where's that?
I don't know where it's at.
You lost it?
Nah. I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay.
Sent it on out to my folks, my sister.
Okay. So you started telling the truth then. So surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22. Surely by then you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth.
And you would agree with me, the truth doesn't change. It's the truth, right?
Yeah, the truth. You know, quick brought me in and set me up for the police to capture me. So might as well tell the truth. If we gonna tell the truth.
Okay. So today, for the first time ever, you testified that you wiped that Mercedes down.
Yeah.
You've never said that before.
No, I ain't know.
You never told them. You never told them that you wiped that Mercedes down?
I never told detectives when I talked to them. Nah.
Why would you not tell them? They've asked you every question under the sun about this case, right?
I said detectives. I never admitted that I was involved to detectives when I first got locked up December the 9th.
You know they take notes and they recorded your entire interview.
Right.
From August.
Right.
Why didn't you tell them in August you wiped the car down?
Because we were talking about so much, you know, it slipped my mind from.
And they specifically asked you, and you said...
They ain't asked me to get away from cutting. They ain't specifically asked me
to get away from cutting. You don't recall them asking you and you saying, Justin said he had someone wipe the car down.
Yeah, he told me he had somebody to wipe the car down too.
But you didn't think to ask him,
I
right?
told him, did I wipe it down? He said, you used the right stuff, because I got somebody else to wipe it down. You know what I'm saying?
So now you're saying you told Justin that you went and wiped it down.
Yeah, I told him too.
Why didn't you tell that to law enforcement who's seeking the truth from you, right?
You know, stuff slip a person's mind too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kind of an important detail.
like, they ain't asked me did I wipe the car down, so
You don't think so?
I don't recall.
You text Miss Jackson, let's see, 9:05 a.m. on November 17th, 2021, you say, good morning. I went to sleep in the midst of texting you to knowing today is my big day.
My baby birthday. My daughter's birthday.
November 17th?
Yeah, my daughter.
You went and killed a man on your daughter's birthday?
Hey, I'm trying to make it right for her. I ain't had no money. I'm trying to get some money that day. So I'm trying to make sure my baby girl, man, have a beautiful birthday. So it was whatever. Then I'm trying to get high on pills. It was whatever.
But you're telling her you're going to buy her house, you're going to give her $10,000 for rent?
I said, this the
Right.
day before.
The day before.
Yeah, you know, I tell female lie, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my baby mama. I was trying to get back with her, whatever. It ain't just like, you know, it's just game. You know what I'm saying?
After Smith was off the stand, the state called Dr. Juliet Scantleberry, who performed young Dolph's autopsy, as she testified to the amount of gunshot wounds to the slain rapper's body.
Can you tell me what you see in that picture?
So this is the right side of the head and neck, showing a large wound on the right jaw.
Dr. Scantleberry, can you tell us what you see in that picture?
Yes. This is the back side of the body, noting mostly highlighting the right back with several wounds, and some wounds are noted on the left side of the back as well. And you can see the wound on the right jaw.
You can place that one down as well. As to exhibit number 18, could you tell me what you see in that picture?
So this is the front side of the body, highlighting the left side, and it shows some gunshot wounds here.
Okay, you can place that one down. And as to exhibit number 19, what do you see in that picture?
So this shows the right wrist and hand and a little bit of the forearm, and it shows some gunshot wounds. This one mostly highlights a wound at the right wrist.
And this is exhibit number 20. Could you tell us what you see in that picture?
So this is a wound of the left forearm right here, and it shows a gunshot wound of the left forearm.
And Dr. Scantleberry, if you could just give me some clarification here. Are these white squares showing where there are holes in the clothing?
Correct.
Okay.
This game, you're not ready.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then he got shot in the face too. He got shot in the face too. RP Dolph, bro.
Are there arrows on those white squares?
They are.
Okay. All right. And about how many holes in the clothing did you calculate?
I did not count those.
Okay. Thank you. And the next picture is exhibit number 23. Now it looks like the same photo, but is this the front or the back of the shirt?
This is the front of the shirt.
Okay. And do those white squares also indicate holes in the clothing?
Correct.
On day 2 of trial, Johnson's friend Christian Garner, who was with him prior to the shooting, said he had no idea his friend was going to murder young Dolph.
Did you know what Straight Drop was going to do in that Benz?
No, sir.
Did you have any idea at all?
No, sir.
Were you part of this conspiracy at all?
No, sir.
Had you ever talked with anybody about killing Dolph or these other PRE artists?
I want to do this.
Why wouldn't you do that?
I want to do that one. That's my family.
You say that's your family, what you mean?
Kiss Carter. That's my family. I want to do it.
Yeah, when you say it's not your family, though, what do you mean? You talking about family, who you talking about?
Young Dolph.
Young Dolph?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you did not see Young Dolph as some sort of rival or anything like that?
No, sir.
According to investigators, the white Mercedes used in the killing was stolen by a man named Trayon Ingram weeks prior to the murder. And while Garner testified he saw Johnson get out of an Infiniti and into the Mercedes along with him, under cross-examination, defense attorney Luke Evans seemingly claimed Garner was well aware the Benz was stolen.
And you told this jury today you had no idea that Mercedes-Benz was stolen.
No, sir.
Now that just isn't true. And you know it's not true, right?
I wouldn't been in it if it was stolen.
Okay. What's Trayon do for a living?
I can't tell you that.
I mean, did he have a job that you knew of where he could afford a Benz?
Yes, sir.
He did. What'd he do?
Work at a garbage truck place.
Okay. What? I mean, you weren't with Trayon when he carjacked it a couple of weeks before. I mean, you and him were tight, right?
Yes, sir. If I would have been there, I would have said, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there?
No, sir.
And you just, I mean, how long you known Trayon?
My whole life.
You've known him your whole life.
Yes, sir.
He works at a garbage company,
Yes, sir.
right? He's driving a Benz. How long had he had the Benz?
I can't tell you.
I mean, you hung out with him almost every day, didn't you?
No, sir. You only kind of pick me up when I need a ride.
Did you need a ride the night you say you went over and traded the Benz?
Yes, sir.
Where were you going?
Off Redwood in the mile.
And Trayon was just taking you.
Yes, sir.
Well, what did you think when he was going to trade his nice bought and paid for Mercedes-Benz for an Infiniti Q40?
This is business.
Hey, that nigga real nigga. Hey, that nigga real nigga for right now. For right now, because I don't know what he gonna do, folks. But that nigga real nigga, that's his business. You feel me? He answering them bitches, folks. He answering them bitches.
Let me ask you this, Kristen. For Trayon and you riding around in this Benz that you thought he bought and paid for, didn't carjack to get it, what did you think when he was riding around with 2 pistols and a Draco in the back?
Text is me.
Because that's what he had, right? A Draco style assault rifle.
I can't tell. I just know he had some type of weapon.
After his testimony, another key witness would testify, and it would be another person close to the accused killer, his own half-brother. Jamarcus Johnson took the stand, also opting not to show his face on camera.
You are charged with taking possession of some of your brother's property after the Dolph killing, and for aiding him to communicate with another man by the name of Cornelius Smith after the Dolph killing. Okay? You have an attorney for that case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And he's actually in the courtroom today.
Yes, sir.
You have pled guilty to being an accessory after the fact, several counts of that offense, for taking control over a car your brother was driving afterwards, for taking control over a phone that your brother had afterwards, and for helping him by using the phone communicate with Cornelius Smith. Is that right? And you've entered a guilty plea to those offenses, but you have not been sentenced yet. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Meaning that a judge has not had a hearing.
I don't understand why you guys don't want to show y'all face, bro. Like, bro, that shit gonna be public record, gang. Your name on that shit, on that black and white, bro. All motherfuckers gotta do is look your name up or whatever, click your name. Like, on whatever link it is, and they gonna know who you is, bro. Like, it really don't matter at this point, bro. It really don't matter, bro. When you in trial and you taking a stand, the world gonna know who you is, bro. So, whether you snitching or not snitching, you took the stand, gang.
And told you what your sentence is going to be. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Have I told you that it's a very good idea for you to tell the truth, and that the truth could help you at whatever sentencing you have one day?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you even know who Dolph was?
A rapper, yeah.
A rapper. Okay. So you knew Dolph was a rapper.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you have anything to do with some sort of plan on the front end to kill Dolph?
No, sir.
Is that anything that you would ever be involved in?
No, sir.
Any sort of plan to kill other PRE? Do you know what PRE is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any plan to kill the other PRE artists or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. In 2021, about how often would you talk or communicate with your brother, Justin?
Like every other week.
Like every other week?
Yes, sir.
In 2021, about how many times do you think you saw him that whole year?
Like 2 or 3 times.
Okay. So in all of 2021, you would have seen him 2 or 3 times.
Yes, sir.
Does that sound about right? And you would have talked to him maybe once a week or every 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And again, just because a court reporter, like when you nod your head, I know I know it, but we got a court reporter, okay? All right. So it'd be fair to say that y'all were not close.
Yeah. Nah, we were close, but we didn't talk all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, there's stuff going on. I got my stuff going on.
Okay. Were his friends your friends?
No, sir.
Okay. So did you know the people he hung out with?
No, sir.
Did you know, for instance, Treon Ingram?
No, sir.
He testified after the murder his brother called him about wanting to hand over a rental car to him, something that wasn't out of the ordinary for him because Jamarcus didn't have a car.
Before this conversation about bringing you a car and stuff, when was the last time you had talked to him?
Probably like 2 or 3 weeks before that.
Okay. All right, so you meet him in the car, he's got the 2 phones, and he's going back and forth with the numbers. Were you asking him what he's doing or what's going on?
He was just quiet.
Okay. And what are you doing?
I was on my phone.
Okay. So you're sitting there next to him, you're on your phone, he's doing his number stuff. What happens?
He tell me he was gonna give me the phone for like social media stuff.
Right, that he's going to give you one of his 2 phones. Okay. And you said for social media stuff?
Yeah, posting pictures and checking his emails and stuff like that.
Does your brother have social media?
Got Instagram, yeah.
Okay. In fact, you know your brother, does he go by other names too?
Other than his real name, straight up.
He gives you his phone because there's the idea that people may be calling or texting or messaging him.
You can say that, but it was just mainly he just told me that he needed me like to post some stuff.
Okay, so he told you at the time that he needed you to use his phone to maybe post some stuff to his social media. Is that
like videos, all this stuff?
okay? Did you ask him why he couldn't do this himself with his phone?
No.
Okay, but he has this phone in his hand. And he's going to give it to you, and you already have a phone. You don't need a phone.
No, I don't.
The car sounds good. And he wants you to have his phone and maybe post stuff to social media.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't ask him why?
No.
Does he provide any explanation?
He
other than just for the social media stuff.
Okay. He doesn't say why he needs you to do this rather than him.
No, sir.
Does he tell you that he's getting out of town?
No, sir.
Does he tell you that he's got to lay low?
No, sir.
What happens after he gives you the phone?
Somebody was calling him and stuff, like rushing him to come on.
In the car there? So he's getting a phone call from while he's in there?
Yeah.
On one phone or the other, do you remember?
I don't know which one.
Okay.
Jamarcus testified he was a part of a three-way conversation between his brother and a man named C.
At the time, did you know who C was?
No. No, sir.
Do you now know that to be Cornelius?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to hear a conversation going on between Justin on one end of the line and Cornelius, since you all sort of three-way there?
Not like full conversation.
Not the full conversation. Were you able to hear some of the conversation?
Just a little bit. I wasn't really just listening.
Okay. You've been asked before whether or not you heard some of the conversation.
Lil' bro got that body language like, I ain't trying to indict my brother, bro. That's that body language when you, yeah. I'm trying to think about what I'm finna say. You feel me? So, he ain't trying to indict his brother, bro. I don't blame him.
Correct. And have you described part of the conversation having to do with money?
Yes, sir.
Having to do with getting money to C?
The text message.
The text messages?
Yeah.
And what was it about?
It was like, he just kept saying like, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? And stuff like that. And I was texting my brother, and I was telling him somebody texting, and he was like, who he is and what he want. And then when I told him, he kept saying like he loved him and stuff like that. And then he said, have you talked to Unc?
Okay. Did you know who Unc was at that time?
I said, he said, talk to him. Then he said, if you talk to him, tell him I need some money for my little girl's birthday party.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did that make any sense to you?
I really don't care.
About money, though. The money that would be coming from Justin and Unc to this C person.
I don't think it was coming from Justin. I think it was just coming from Unc.
Coming from Unc.
He was telling him to ask Unc.
Okay. So C was asking Justin to ask Unc where the money is. At the time, did you know who Unc was? At the time, had you ever even heard of Big Joke?
I knew he was, yeah.
Had you ever met him?
No.
You ever talked to him?
No, sir.
Okay, but you knew his name?
Yeah.
During cross-examination, Johnson's attorney kept it brief, only asking his client's brother one single question.
So you knew Justin to be an aspiring rapper?
Yes, sir.
Correct. He was trying to get signed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Had you ever, prior to that date, ran his social media or YouTube before?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that wasn't something, that wasn't a new thing for him to ask you to do?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
His testimony would mark the end of another day in court, as now 2 out of the 4 accused in the case have taken the stand in Justin Johnson's trial. While Hernandez Govan is accused of arranging the murder, he did not take the stand in Justin Johnson's trial, and the defendant himself chose not to take the stand in his own defense.
Jamarcus Johnson pleaded guilty to 3 counts of being an accessory after the fact. He still has yet to be sentenced in the case and faces anywhere between 6 to 12 years in jail. Hernandez Govan and Cornelius Smith both still face trial for their role in young Dolph's murder and face the rest of their life in prison. And for Justin Johnson, he too could face the rest of his life in prison if convicted. Reporting for Law and Crime, I'm Elizabeth Milner.
Well, there it go. Y'all have it, bro. There it go. So I don't know if they already then found the guys guilty. I don't think so. But you can't believe everything you see and hear on social media. So I'ma just make this statement. I did see a lot of posts where they were saying like the Justin Johnson was found guilty in court. So I gotta follow up on it more to see if they already found them guilty or whatnot or whatever. But I don't think so just of yet, because I only been hearing about the Cornelius Smith guy testifying about the murder and whatnot. But it's messy. It's very messy, bro. Like, first off, like I said, RP Dolph, condolences to his family. I hope his son grew up. I only want his son to be rapping, bro. You feel me? Cause that him, and then with this video being out, his son gonna be like, I wanna watch some videos of my dada. You feel me? He gonna go back watch some videos of dada. Like you type in Young Dolph on YouTube, instead of Young Dolph music popping up, the murder pop up. You feel me? So that's gonna have a big impact on Young Dolph's son and the rest of his family life. You feel me? So like I said, condolences to all of them and whatever. But this was a senseless murder, an unthoughtful murder, a messy murder, thirsty murder, and whatever else you want to call it. That's like for some careless type shit. You feel me? Everybody's telling on each other except for Justin Johnson. I don't know what the Govan guy did, whatever, but he already was found guilty, so it is what it is, or he pleaded guilty, whichever one. But as far as Cornelius Smith, bro, you might talk to your daughter, see your daughter a couple years from now, but you will never be able to take your daughter to a museum. You will never be able to take your daughter to an amusement park. You will never be able to take your daughter for a walk in the park. You will never be able to see your daughter walk across the stage for her graduation. You will never see your daughter go to prom. You will see pictures, maybe. You wanted to get back with your baby mama. You wanted to get that money to make the baby mama happy, to make her feel like you doing something for her and the daughter. You wanted to buy a house. She not gonna get the house. That lawyer gonna buy a new car with that money. That lawyer gonna take that family out to dinner with that money. Take his family out to dinner with that money. You feel me? The lawyer gonna pay whatever bills he need to be paid on his end with that money. You finna be eating noodles, bro. Noodles, sloppy mashed potatoes. Might give you a fucked up burger or sandwich in there, a couple juice. You will never touch a woman again. You can read books. You will never get a good high that you get on the street. You might get the jail high, whatever y'all do, whatever type of high y'all get up in there. Somebody might sneak some contraband, so I ain't gonna say you might not get high again, because it happens and behind bars. But your daughter spend the rest of her life knowing her daddy had something to do with a murder, and he's spending the rest of his life in prison. And she also know her daddy a snitch. You went to jail on your daughter's birthday. You took 40K. You attempted to accept 40K for a guy who worth 20 plus more million. A stand-up guy. You can't shoot a gun. You right with that. You was right. You definitely was right with that. You neutral with the Draco. You probably blew it, shot it before. You one of the ones who gotta really get up close. Even up close, you still shaking with that motherfucker. You got shot in the shoulder and I believe your right or left leg, whatever it was. The whole murder was senseless and messy. So, RP Young Dolph, condolences to his family. Freedom Boys. So, Freedom Boys, taps, you know. So, it is what it is at the end of the day, man. Y'all keep y'all head up out here, man. RP Flip. I know Young Dolph. I mean, not Young Dolph. I know Key Glock be watching this shit. Like, these goofies, these flunkies. Donk ass. You feel me? So, it is what it is at the end of the day, man. RP Young Dolph and free the goofies. Y'all stay blessed, stay positive. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think of this video. This BSMG Tana, and I'm out, man. Y'all stay blessed.